Poking fun at the president, support and criticism at the State Fair Rodeo.
Instead of playing with dolls, this little girl picked up guns, making the family the target of criticism when guns are a matter of strong debate.
A man on trial for a 2011 murder gets his first day in court. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
A weekend rodeo here in mid-Missouri is attracting national attention today. Now, it featured a clown in a President Obama mask. Good afternoon, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Jim Reek. Thanks for joining us. Missouri State Fair organizers apologized today for the incident. In it, a rodeo clown wearing a President Obama mask stepped into the arena with a wireless mic. Another announcer in the booth was Boonville R1 Superintendent Mark Ficken. Ficken is the president of the Missouri Rodeo Cowboys Association. That group was in charge of Saturday's rodeo in Sedalia. The MRCA has apologized for the incident, saying its members do not condone that sort of activity. State Fair organizers also released a statement calling the incident inappropriate and disrespectful. They say they're banning the man who wore the mask from performing at future shows, but have yet to identify him. The incident has been a hot topic on social media and in Boonville, where Ficken runs the school district. We talked earlier today with Boonville residents about the controversy.
I thought it was really disrespectful, and especially with him being a member of the public and in the public eye of being a superintendent in Boonville, I do think that's wrong.
My personal opinion is, yeah, it's pretty funny. You know, it's a rodeo show. A lot of crazy things go on. So, yeah, I'd have found it funny, but from a business point or a political, point of view, it wouldn't have been very funny,
Why?
Why? Well, the whole race thing's supposed to be over, Who cares if he's, orange, green, blue, black?
By contrast, comments on the KOMU 8 Facebook page are running strongly in support of the rodeo stunt as a bit of political satire.
Now, Boonville Superintendent Ficken spent a good part of the day working to separate his role in the rodeo from that of the rodeo clown. Because both of them were on mic, some of what the clown has said has been attributed in the media to Ficken, including on KOMU.com earlier. We have since corrected that story, which briefly misidentified Ficken as the rodeo clown. A law firm representing Boonville R1 Superintendent Mark Ficken sent emails to the media today calling for accurate reporting regarding the rodeo stunt. The St. Louis law firm representing Ficken wrote that Ficken concurs very strongly with the assertion that the State Fair was not the appropriate forum for commentary of the nature uttered by the third party. Ficken claims to have had no advance knowledge of what the rodeo clown was planning.
The Columbia branch of the NAACP spoke about the incident today, saying in part, "We at the NAACP are appalled at the disrespect and obvious racial display of actions about our president and the fact that we as African Americans living in this state of Missouri would have our tax dollars used as a function sponsored by the state to outright use such a discriminatory action as a form of entertainment."
The murder trial is underway for a Eugene man charged with the September 2011 shooting death of 28-year-old Caleb Crabtree. Drew Puckett admits he shot Crabtree outside of Crabtree's ex-girlfriend's home, but the defense says Puckett acted in self-defense when he pulled the trigger. KOMU 8's Alex Mallon sat in on the trial this afternoon, and he joins us live outside the Cole County Courthouse. Alex?
Day one is all wrapped up here at the Cole County Courthouse, but today's most compelling moment came in the form of an audio 911 call that Puckett made just moments after he killed Crabtree. On that reporting live from Jefferson City, Alex Mallon, KOMU 8 News.
Parents are speaking outside the Camdenton School Board meeting at this hour. In June, Camdenton Middle School put 2 employees on leave while the district and the state investigated alleged cheating in connection with the spring map testing. KOMU 8 Sam Hustis is live at Camdenton Middle School with the latest on this story. Sam?
I'm here at the Camdenton administration offices, where obviously there's a lot of support for Sean Kirksby. Reporting live in Camdenton, Sam Hustis, KOMU 8 News.
Those allegations were outlined in a letter sent to staff members on June 12th by Superintendent Tim Hadfield. In the letter obtained by KOMU, it said these accusations included a teacher signaling students regarding answers which were incorrect on the test and untrained proctors administering the exam. These additional violations included extra time being given to students during the exam and the construction of a testing schedule which violated standardized procedures.
As of this morning, the state of emergency in Miller County has been lifted. Now, this comes after massive floods damaged homes, closed roadways, and devastated residents last week. Road maintenance continues in Osage County after last week's flooding. Most roads are now open there, but crews continue to make emergency repairs to roads that did suffer damages. Part of the county road 610 collapsed into the Marys River. Crews are transporting rocks from a nearby quarry and dumping them into the river to support land near the road.
We've been working on this project over here since it flooded last week. We worked on it a couple days, and we've probably hauled in, 20 loads of rocks so far, and it's probably going to take another 5 to 10 just to keep it to where it needs to be so the road doesn't cave in anymore.
An Osage County commissioner says the county has already started damage assessments. Total repair costs won't be available until after crews complete all of those repairs.
Many fathers are used to putting together doll houses or swing sets for their daughters. How about gun targets? KOMU8's Emily Spain shows us how a girl's playground turned into a launching pad for bullseyes.
In this backyard playground, it seems normal to find a pile of casings and the proof of bullseyes. It's the person playing here who might surprise you. It's on a homemade playground of steel, shells, and shotgun fire. With videographer Scott Schaefer, Emily Spain, KOMU8 News, St. Thomas.
Katie sells T-shirts with the phrase, "Shoot like a girl." $2 from every T-shirt goes to help wounded warriors and their families.
Today we saw some storms roll through the area. Let's send it over to Dave for a full look at the forecast.
Well, how you guys doing out there? We did pick up a little bit of rain today, but not a huge amount, but almost an inch. More on that forecast coming up for you on KOMU8 News at 6.
A restaurant cited for health violations speaks out in the health department's response to the violations not being updated online.
Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather with Chief Weathercaster Dave Schmidt.
Well, good evening to you. There you get a look at our First Alert weather cam on the First National Bank building at the Lake of the Ozarks down there. Here, this forecast contains no rain.
The most unbelievable August I can remember in a long time.
Yeah,
it is, except for the excess rain and the flooding down south.
Thanks, Dave.
You bet.
Back in a moment. A Columbia restaurant cited for critical violations by the health department says it has fixed the problems. We first told you Friday 3 restaurants were forced to close for at least 24 hours. Now the health department says only 2 were forced to close. Those 2 restaurants were Taj Mahal and Taqueria El Rodeo. La Terraza Grill never had to close.
My employees to do the right job, the right work.
We've published the latest report on our website, KOMU.com.
Coming up next in sports, me and Coach Monroe, we're going to talk some Cupies football and preview the upcoming season.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports with Chris Gervino.
Hello again, everyone. High school football teams began practicing today, though, from former Tiger Jason Schultz coming up at 9 o'clock over on the CW. That is sports for now.
Coming up on KOMU8 News at 10, back in February, we reported how a patient killed another at the Truman VA hospital.
Tonight, we'll take a look at why some think the killing could have been avoided if prosecutors had taken appropriate action against the alleged murderer. Join us at 10 for our full investigation. Dave?
Looking pretty good outside. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy. 82. Less humidity coming your way Wednesday and Thursday. Stay tuned.
Brittany, our bookends were both gone.
I know. Well, good to have you guys back.
Welcome back.
We're here to keep track of you now.